Letters of Swami Vivekananda, the new edition in 4 volumes. Letter number 172, addressed to Swami Ramakrishnananda, meant for his brother disciples at the Mutt. Hotel Bellevue, Beacon Street, Boston, 25th September 1894. Kalyana Vareshu, blessed and beloved, received a few letters from you. I am very happy to learn that Shashi and others are making quite a stir. Footnote. Considering this statement and the report of the Chicago Tribune of 7 September 1894, it can be inferred that Swamiji would have come to know about the Calcutta meeting of 5th September at the Town Hall, Calcutta. Footnote ends. Stir up a great uproar. Nothing short of this will do. Footnote. Everywhere in India, enthusiasm for Swamiji's achievements ran high. But in Calcutta, the capital of British India, his birthplace, and also the center of Muzumdar's malicious propaganda, it reached its peak, especially in the month of September. The great Calcutta meeting held to thank Swamiji and the American people took place at the town hall on 5th September 1894. It was organized under the leadership of Swamiji's brother disciples, particularly Swamis Ramakrishnananda, Abhedananda, Sardananda, and Yogananda, along with representative members of the Hindu community. The meeting was attended by around 4,000 people and presided over by Raja Pyare Mohan Mukherjee, CSI. Don't care for anything. The whole world will be stirred up. Va Guru Ka Fateh. Victory unto the Guru. Footnote. Vaheguru Ji da Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji di Fateh. Vaheguru means God and means victory, referred to in the Guru Granth Sahib, the sacred text of the Sikhs. Footnote ends. O brother, Shreyansi Bhahuvignani. This is from Chanakya Niti, Shastra Sangraha. And it means great undertakings are always fraught with many obstacles. It is these obstacles that knock and shape great characters. I now recognize who this Charu is. Because I had seen him only as a little boy, I failed to recognize him. Convey my many blessings to him. I say, oh dear, is it in the power of missionaries and such people to withstand this force? This tiger, meaning himself, has sneaked into the missionaries' house. The stalwart padris here tried a lot. Is it possible to shake this Giri Govardhan? The footnote reads, Giri Govardhan refers to the mountain named Govardhan in Vrindavan, which Sri Krishna held aloft on his little finger. An incident narrated in Bhagavata, specifically in the 10th Skandha, 25th chapter, 19th shloka. Footnote ends. The Mughals and Pathans failed to learn Farsi. Now is it the weaver's job to learn Farsi? Footnote. This statement means, should a fool succeed where scholars have failed? Footnote ends. Those obstacles won't last, my brother. Don't worry. In every work there will be one set of people who will applaud and another who will oppose. Move forward doing your work. There is no need to respond to anybody. Satyameva jayate nanrutam. Satyena pantha vitato devayanaha. Footnote. Truth alone triumphs, not falsehood. Through truth lies Devayana, the path of gods. This is from Mundaka Upanishad 3.1.6. I am writing a letter to Guru Prasanna Babu. Footnote. Shri Guru Prasanna Ghosh of Jorabagan, Kolkata, was a wealthy zamindar and a staunch supporter of Swamiji. He sponsored the printing of pamphlets containing Swamiji's lectures, which were printed and distributed in Calcutta in March 1894. Footnote ends. Don't worry about money, my dear. Everything will come about slowly, gradually. Here, in summer, they go to the seaside. I too went, of course, as a guest of someone. They have a great obsession with boating and yachting. The yacht is a kind of light vessel that everyone, young and old, whoever has the money, possesses. They set sail in them every day to the sea, then come back home to eat, drink, and dance. Music continues day and night. Noisy pianos often make it hard to stay indoors. Now, let me tell you a few words about Mr. G. W. Hale, to whose address you direct my letters. He and his wife are an old couple, with 2 daughters, 2 nieces, and a son. The son lives away to earn a living. The girls reside at home. In this country, the relationships are mainly through the daughters. Once a son marries, he becomes a stranger to his family. The daughter's husband frequently visits his father-in-law's house. They say, son is a son till he gets a wife. The daughter is daughter all her life. All the four girls are young and unmarried. Marriage is quite a troublesome affair here. Firstly, one must find a husband after one's heart. Secondly, money is a must. The boys are very adept at flirting, but when it comes to making commitments, they fly beyond reach. The girls try to catch their husbands by dancing, etc. But the boys are very reluctant to step into the trap. This continues, and if by chance a couple falls in love, then they marry. This is what generally happens, but the Hale daughters are pretty rich family daughters, university girls, and are unparalleled in dance, music, and piano. Many boys hang around them, but they, the girls, don't like them much. Perhaps they would not marry. And then on top of that, they are now full of dispassion because of my association. And now they are busy with thoughts of Brahman. Mary and Harriet are daughters, and another Harriet and Isabel are nieces. The two daughters are blondes, which means they have golden hair, while the two nieces are brunettes, meaning they have dark hair. Juto Shilai Theke Chandi Pat. Footnote. This is a Bengali proverb that means one knows everything from stitching a shoe till reading from the sacred book Chandi. Footnote ends. They know all sorts of work. The nieces are not very wealthy. They run a kindergarten school, while the daughters do not earn. Many girls in this country earn their own living. Nobody depends on others. Even the sons of millionaires earn their own living. Thereafter, they marry and live separately in rented houses. The girls call me brother, and I address their mother as mother. All my belongings are kept at their house, wherever I may go, and they manage those things for me. In this country, boys begin searching for a livelihood at a young age, while girls attend universities and educate themselves. That is why you will find that in a meeting there will be 90% women. The boys are nowhere in comparison with them. There are many spiritualists in this country. The medium is one who induces the spirit. The medium goes behind a screen, and from there come out ghosts of all sizes and colors. I have seen some cases, but to me they seem to be a hoax. I shall observe some more and then I will come to a conclusion. Many of the spiritualists respect and revere me. Next comes Christian Science. They are the most influential party nowadays present everywhere. They are spreading fast and causing heartburn to the orthodox. They are Vedantins, that is, they have picked up a few doctrines of the Advaita and crafted them into the Bible, and they cure diseases through the strength of mind by repeating Soham Soham, I am He, I am He. They all admire me highly. Nowadays, the Orthodox section of this country is howling and wailing for help. Devil worship is no longer selling much here now. Footnote. In the 19th century, American people were taught by their priests and missionaries that Hindus were devil worshippers. However, hearing Swamiji's exposition of Hinduism and coming into contact with him was an eye-opener for them about the eternal religion of India and her customs and traditions. Footnote ends. They are mortally afraid of me like Yama, god of death, and exclaim, where the hell did he come from? Men and women of this country are following him. He is going to root out orthodoxy. My dear, it is on fire now, and the conflagration that has set in through the grace of the Guru will not be put out. In days to come, the bigots will be out of breath. The brats are very much realizing now what a tiger they have let into their house. The theosophists do not have much power, but they too are dead set against the orthodox section. This Christian Science here is exactly like our Kartabhaja sect. Footnote for Kartabhaja, an offshoot of degenerate Vaishnavism. They refer to God as Karta or Master and are noted for advocating faith cure. Footnote ends. Say, I have no disease and you are cured, and say, Soham, I am he, and you are free to live your life as you wish. The people, the country is thoroughly materialistic. The people of this Christian land will recognize religion if only you can cure diseases, work miracles, and open up paths to earn money. And they understand little of anything else about religion. But there are some who are doing well. All those mischievous, wicked, crafty, and swindling missionaries break their necks, that is, take money, and release them of sins. Over and above that, the padres of this country have another disease. All these padres you see are very adept in drowning the sinners in hell. They can't earn money without doing that. Initially, some women used to flock around me and show me such love. But later, sensing trouble, they gradually moved away. They say, we have never seen such a man till now. Why, our padres keep meeting us. I say to them, I know your padres. What do they care for religion? They are businessmen. That is what they do, although that doesn't bring them much money. However, it is true that they have found a new type of man in me. Even the Orthodox are at their wits' end, and now people are looking up to me with an eye of reverence. Is there a greater power than Brahmacharya, my dear? I am now busy writing a reply to the Madras address, which was published in all the newspapers here and created a sensation. If it is cheap, I will have it printed and sent, but if it is very expensive, I will send a typewritten copy. I will also send a copy to you. Have it published in the Indian Mirror. Footnote. Compare the Indian Mirror of 3rd and 4th November 1894 editorial titled Swami Vivekananda's reply to the address of the Madras Hindus. Footnote ends. The unmarried girls of this country are very good and mindful of social restrictions, but the abandoned women and widows are in a storm of immortality. You know, the people here don't take that as an offense. However, just because those women are unchaste, it doesn't mean they have other faults too. They regard it as a bodily function, not a matter of serious consideration. Such idea is prevalent in this land. They belong, as it were, to Virochana's race. Footnote. Virochana, he was the king of the Asuras and the son of the great Bhakta Prahlad. He approached Brahma seeking self-knowledge, but misunderstanding his teachings, turned to materialism. See Chandogya Upanishad 8.7 to 8.12. Footnote ends. To them the body is their religion. Therefore they would trim and polish it and give their whole attention to that. 1,000 instruments for paring nails, 10,000 for cutting hair, and who can count the varieties of dresses and toiletries, perfumes, etc., etc. I am like one of their daughters. They consider me as a brother and keep me well apprised of their affairs from all quarters, big and small. I observe everything. Since I have many sisters here, they share all the news with their brother, even about their love affairs, etc. Hence, I see that they are good natured, kind, and truthful. Everything is all right, but that enjoyment, that is their God, that is of American in general. Money flows like river, abundance of physical beauty, waves of learning, and luxury everywhere. Kankshantah karmanam siddhim yajanta yadevata kshipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. Footnote. This is from Gita 4.12, which means longing for success in action. In this world, men worship the deities. Success is quickly attained through work in this human world. Footnote ends. Here you have a wonderful manifestation of grit and power. What strength, what dexterity, and what vigor. Horses as huge as elephants are drawing carriages as big as houses. That is the beginning and specimen of all other machinery advancements. Manifestation of Mahashakti, the great divine power. The people here are Vamachari. Footnote. Vamachari refers to a man who practices the left-handed esoteric tantric discipline with a female partner. In the present context, it signifies that in America, men honor women as partners, and through the grace of the Mahashakti, who is embodied in all women, they have achieved all material prosperity. Here, this form of worship has attained its fulfillment. That is the long and short of it. So it is. Brother, I am dumbstruck to see the women of this country. They take me to shops, markets, parks, and everywhere, as if I were a child. They do all sorts of work. I cannot do even a 16th part of what they do. They are like Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune in beauty, and Saraswati, the goddess of learning in virtues. I am like their adopted son. They are the Divine Mother incarnate, and by worshipping them, one verily attains perfection in everything. Oh Ram, are we to be counted among men? If I can raise thousand such Ma Jagdamba, that is the mother of the universe, in our country before I die, I shall die in peace. Then only will your countrymen become worthy of being considered men. Even the men of your country are not fit to stand near these American women. And what to speak of your women? Shiva Shiva. What terrible sinners, Indian parents, getting their 10-year-old daughters married. Oh Lord, what more to say? I see these wonderful women here. Auzar Patra Sab Deshe Ache Hache Ar Hobe. Tools and materials are available everywhere. Footnote. Tools and instruments are there in all countries, are being produced and will be produced. But what a grace of the Divine Mother. How wonderful these girls are. They are about to corner the men who are hopelessly struggling in the competition. It is all thy grace, O Mother. I feel very glad at what Golapma has done. Footnote. Golapma used to arrange medical help for the poor neighbors, especially girls and widows. Footnote ends. Why don't Golapma or Gaurima give them, that is the girls, mantra? I shall not rest until I root out this distinction between men and women. Brother, is there any gender distinction in the Atman? Root out the differentiation between man and woman. All are Atman. Give up identification with the body and stand up. Say, Asti, Asti. That is, everything is positive attitude. By dwelling too much upon Nasti, Nasti, that is, it is not, negative attitude, the whole country has gone into ruin. Soham, Soham, Shivoham. I am he, I am he, I am Shiva. What a botheration. In every Atman there is infinite strength. Listen to me, stupid fellows. Should you turn yourself into cats and dogs by harboring only negative thoughts? What do you lack, stupid? Who lacks? Shivoham, I am Shiva, I am Shiva. When I hear no, no, I feel as if thunderbolts strike my head. Ram, Ram. My whole life is spent chasing fools only. That small-mindedness, self-deprecating attitude is a disease. Do you call that humility? That is vanity in disguise. Nalingam dharma karanam samata sarvabhuteshu etan muktasya lakshanam. Footnote. External signs do not confer spirituality. It is same-sightedness towards all beings which is the test of a liberated soul. See, samah sarveshu bhuteshu na lingam dharma karanam. Manusmriti 6.66 and samata chaiva sarve sarvasminnetan muktasya lakshanam. Manusmriti 6.44. Footnote ends. Asti asti soham soham chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham. Footnote. I am Shiva, of the essence of knowledge and bliss. From Shankaracharya's Nirvana Shatakam. Footnote ends. Nirgachati jagat pinjra divakeshari. Footnote. Just as lion breaks out from its cage, so one emerges from the world's net of Maya. See Yoga Vasishta, Nirvana Prakaranam, Purvardha, first half, Sarga 122, verse 2. If you harbor that small-mindedness, self-deprecating attitude, you will be left behind forever. Nayam Atma Balahinena Labhya. Footnote. This Atman is not attainable to the weak. Mundakopanishad 3.2.4. Footnote ends. Shashi, please don't mind. At times I get nervous and speak out a few words. You know me. I am very happy that you are not a fanatic. Hurl yourself on the world like an avalanche. Let the world crack into pieces. Hara Hara Mahadev. Uddharet Atmana Atmanam. Footnote. One must uplift one's own self by self. Gita 6.5. Ramdayal Babu. Footnote. Sri Ramdayal Chakravarti of Antpur, a devotee of Sri Ramakrishna, served as the resident family priest of Balram Basu's family. Footnote ends. Wrote to me and I received another letter from Tulsiram. Footnote: Sri Tulsiram Ghosh was the eldest brother of Swami Premananda and brother-in-law of Balram Basu. Footnote ends. Don't any of you touch anything political and ask Tulsiram Babu not to write any political letter. I am now a public man. There is no point in increasing enemies unnecessarily. However, if the police or the like go after you, then stand up and fight until death. Oh dear, will such a day come when this life will go for the sake of doing good to others? Dear brothers, this world is not child's play. Great men are those who build highways for others with their heart's blood. This has been the case always, that one builds a bridge by laying down one's own life, and thousands cross the river by that. Eomastu, Shivoham, Shivoham. So be it, I am Shiva, I am Shiva. I shall send the 100 photographs as requested by Ramdayal Babu. He wants to sell them. The money need not be sent to me. Ask him to give it to the mutt. Here I have more than enough money and have no need as such. I already have rupees 8,000 in cash for travelling in Europe and printing books, etc. This letter should not go public. With blessings, Narendra. Now the work will go on smoothly. I can see it. Nothing succeeds as success. Listen, Shashi, you have to keep the house awake and lively. This is your work. Kali has mature worldly wisdom. Let him be the business manager. I shall be greatly relieved if a piece of land could be acquired to build a residence for Ma Thakurani. Do you understand? Look for a plot of land costing about rupees 2,000 or rupees 3,000. The area must be large. For the time being, let the houses be made of clay thatching. In due course, big buildings will come up. Look for the land as early as you can and write back to me. Ask Kali Krishna Babu how the money can be sent, in what way, through the cook and sons. I want you to get this done as early as possible. Once that is accomplished, oh Ram, I will breathe a sigh of relief. The land should be large and then we shall see. No need to worry about us, that is a monastery. Everything will come slowly, gradually. The nearer the land to Calcutta, the better. Once the place is ready with Ma Thakurani as the center, let Gaurima, Golabma create a sensational movement. It is good news indeed that there is a great stir in Madras. What about the newspaper you are thinking of publishing? We must mingle with all and incense none. All the powers of good against all the powers of evil. This is what I say. Extend due love and respect to Vijay Babu. Footnote: Sri Vijay Krishna Goswami, 1841 to 1899. A descendant of Sri Advaita Acharya, initially a Brahmo leader, became a Vaishnava after being influenced by Sri Ramakrishna. Footnote ends. Do not insist upon everybody's believing in our Guru. I am writing a separate letter to Golapma. Send it to her. Now try to look deeper and understand. Shashi cannot leave the house, that is the mutt. Kali will look after the business affairs and attend to correspondence. Sarda or Sharat or Kali should not go out at the same time. At least one of them should stay at the mutt. And those who will go out should connect those people with the mutt who have sympathy for our cause. Kali should maintain correspondence with them. You will have to edit a newspaper, half Bengali and half Hindi, and if you can, another in English. You all are roaming around all over India. How long will it take to get subscribers? Those who are outside the mutt wandering should try to get subscribers. Let Gupta, that is Sadanand, look after the Hindi section. Otherwise, many people can also be found for the Hindi section. It won't do to roam in vain. Wherever any of you go, you must establish a permanent center. Then only will people change. I am writing a book. As soon as it is finished, I run back to home. See, I have become very nervous. Need to sit down in silence for some days. Always maintain correspondence with the Madras people and try to open centers from place to place. The rest of the wisdom he, that is Sri Ramakrishna, will give you. Always remember that Paramahamsa Deva, that is Sri Ramakrishna, came for the good of the world, not for name or fame. Spread only what he came to preach. No need to spread his name. It will spread by itself. You have to accept my Guruji. If you say so and insist on this to everyone, then that will form a sect and everything will collapse. So beware, have kind words for all. Losing your temper will spoil all the work. Let people say whatever they like. Stick to your own convictions and be assured that the world will be at your feet. No need to worry. They say have faith in this fellow or that fellow, but I say you first have faith in yourself. Have faith in yourself, all power is in you. Be conscious and bring it out. Say, I can do everything. Even the poison of a snake becomes innocuous if denied firmly. Beware, no, nay, nay. Say, yea, yea. Soham, soham. I am he, I am he. किन्नाम रोदिषि सखे त्वयि सर्वशक्तिः आमन्त्रयस्व भगवन् भगदं स्वरूपम् अत्रियुगं जगदिदं तव पादमूले आत्मैवेति प्रभवति न जडं कदाचित्. Footnote. What makes you weep, my friend? In you is all power. Summon up your all powerful nature, O mighty one, and this whole universe will lie at your feet. It is the self alone that predominates and not matter. This is Swamiji's own composition, which has been restored here. Start the work with thunderous roars. What is there to fear? Who has the capacity to resist? Kurmastarak charvanam tribhuvanam utpatayamah valat. Kimbhona vijanasyasman Ramakrishnadasa vayam. Footnote. We will chew up the stars and unhinge the three worlds by force. Don't you know who we are? We are the servants of Sri Ramakrishna. This line is Swamiji's own composition. Footnote ends. Fear of whom? From whom? Footnote. These Sanskrit verses, that is the following Sanskrit verses, are Swamiji's own composition, presented here exactly the way Swamiji wrote. Footnote ends. Kshinah smah dinaha sakarunaha jalpanti moodhaha janaha nastikyantvidantu aha dehatmavada praptasmah veeraha गतभयाः अभयं प्रतिष्ठा यदा आस्तिक्यन्त्विदन्तु चिनुमः रामकृष्णदासः वयम्. Footnote. It is the sick people who identify themselves with their bodies that piteously cry, we are weak, we are low. All this is atheism. Now that we have attained the state beyond fear, we shall have no more fear and become heroes. This indeed is the real faith which we, the servants of Sri Ramakrishna, will choose. पीत्वा पीत्वा परमपीयूषं वीतसंसाररागाः हीत्वा हीत्वा सकलकलहप्रापिणीं स्वार्थसिद्धिं ध्यात्वा ध्यात्वा श्रीगुरुचरणं सर्वकल्याणरूपं नत्वा नत्वा सकलभुवनं पातुम् आमन्त्रयामः. Footnote. Giving up the attachment for the world and drinking constantly the supreme nectar of immortality, forever discarding that self-seeking spirit which is the mother of all dissension, and ever meditating on the blessed feet of our Guru, which are the embodiment of all well-being. With repeated salutations, we invite the whole world to participate in drinking the nectar. Footnote ends. Praptam yadvai tvanadinidhinam vedo dadhim matitva dattam yasya prakarane harihara brahmadi devair balam purnam yattu pranasarair bhauma narayananam Ramakrishna-stanu dadhati purnapatram idam bho. Footnote. That nectar which has been obtained by churning the infinite ocean of the Vedas, into which Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva and the other gods have poured their strength, which is charged with the life essence of the Avtaras, gods incarnate on earth. Sri Ramakrishna holds that nectar in his person, in its fullest measure. Work among the educated young men who know English also. Tyage naike amrutatman shuhu. Footnote. Through renunciation alone, some rare ones attain immortality. Kaivalya Upanishad 3. Also Mahanarayana Upanishad 10.5. Footnote ends. Renunciation, renunciation. You must preach this above everything else. Without renunciation, one cannot have the fiery spirit. Start the work. Once you start the work resolutely, I may perhaps get a little rest for some time. It was perhaps due to the same reason that I could not sit quietly at any place, for I had to take so much trouble. Today a lot of news came from Madras. The people of Madras have raised a good uproar. Publish all the news of the Madras meeting in the Indian Mirror. What more to write? Send me all the news in detail. That is all. Why are Baburam and Yogen suffering so much? This is owing to their self-deprecating attitude. Ask them to shake off their illness by mental strength, and in an hour it will disappear. Can Atman be infected with disease? Nonsense. Tell them to meditate for an hour at a stretch. I am the Atman. How can I be affected by disease? And everything will disappear. All of you think and meditate on this. We are the infinitely powerful Atman, and see it for yourself what strength comes out. Self-deprecating attitude. Dash dash dash. What is it for? Think that I am the child of the Brahmamai, that is the Divine Mother who is verily Brahman. How can disease or fear or want of things affect me? Blow out the self-deprecating attitude, negative spirit, etc., and everything will be all right. No negative, all positive, affirmative. I am, God is, and everything is in me. I will manifest health, purity, knowledge, whatever I want. Well, these foreign people could grasp my teachings, and you simply sit and suffer from that disease of self deprecating attitude? Who suffers? What disease? Simply shake it off. Say, am I a fool like you? Is there any difference between one Atman and another Atman? An opium addict is afraid of touching water. Dina, hina, ki aisi ki taisi. That is, down with self demeaning attitude. We don't want it. Nahi mangta dinakshina. Viryamasi viryam. Balamasi balam. Ojosi ojah. Sahosi sahomai deyi. Footnote. This is from Shukla Yajurveda 19.9. It means, thou art energy, impart energy unto me. Thou art strength, impart strength unto me. Thou art spirituality, impart spirituality unto me. Thou art fortitude, impart fortitude unto me. Footnote ends. When you sit down for your daily worship and do asan pratishtha, that is the ceremony of studying the seed, Atmanam achidram bhavayet, that is, one must think of oneself as strong and invulnerable. Does it mean tomar pindi? Pindi is a lump of food usually offered to departed souls. Swamiji wrote this in sarcastic way. Stupid, say everything is in me and I can manifest it at my own will. Repeat to yourself that Baburam, Yogen are Atman, that they are Purna, that is perfect. And how can they have any disease? Repeat this an hour or so for a few days, and all disease and trouble will go away. Kim adhikam iti, nothing more to write. Narendra. Om Tat Sat.